Your wealth and your family turn back, but your deeds stay with you. And you're not going to live in this grave except with me. Ata ibn Yasar radiallahu anhu said that when the dead wakes up in his grave, the first thing that will come to him are his deeds. So the deeds will strike his thigh and wake him up and say, Ana amaluk, I am your deeds. So then the man will say, where's my family? Where are my kids? Where are my people? Where is what Allah has given me? And the deeds will say, you have left your family, you've left your children, you've left your people and all that Allah has granted you behind you. And you're not going to live in this grave except with me. So then the man will say, Laytani athartuka ala ahli wa waladi wa ashirati. Woe to me, I wish I would have preferred you over my family, my children, my people, and everything Allah granted me, since nothing will live with me now except for you. The Prophet ﷺ famously said, 3 things follow you to your grave: your wealth, your family, and your deeds. Your wealth and your family turn back, but your deeds stay with you. That's in regards to your worldly family. But you'll notice something else in the narrations about the barzakh. Everyone else visits you and you visit them, but you only actually live with your deeds. When you see your deeds, you would already know from the look of them what type of news they bring you. So you're either awakened by some beautiful human form or a really ugly one, and that's based on how you made them. Our deeds are the most important thing we're going to send forward into the barzakh. They protect you, they accompany you, they live with you, and in some cases, they save you. And when we hear about the punishment of the grave and the terrifying aspects, and then look at our life and our deeds, we may not feel like we measure up. A lot of people feel very disconnected and so far away from those actions that bring a person salvation. But like with everything else, it's important to focus on the fundamentals. So the Prophet ﷺ said, the most beloved deeds to Allah are the consistent ones, even if they're small. You don't realize, but every time you're making wudu for the sole purpose of pleasing Allah, those could be washing your future self from sins that would have otherwise incurred the punishment of the grave. And what you're going to notice when we get into the specific punishments of the grave is that they're usually bad habits that people have that accumulate into eventually becoming major sins. Also remember that the grave is a place for purification for some of the believers so that they don't have to be purified in the hereafter. And for others, it's a preview of what's worse and is yet to come. And Allah in His mercy will take your smallest good deed and increase it so long as you are sincere. But on the other hand, you may have some things to rectify before you can reach that bliss. Perhaps you had a minor sin that you took lightly, or there was a person that you hurt more than you thought you did, or there was a major sin that will wait for the intercession of the Prophet ﷺ on the Day of Judgment. But the hard work it takes to root these issues out with whatever few moments you have left on earth is so much less painful than having to try to deal with them once you get to the barzakh.